Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 11, texts 30 through 32. Lelihyase grasamanah samantal lokan samagran vadanairjvaladvihi tejobhirapurya jagat samagram bhasastavograh pratapanti Vishnu. So Arjuna is saying, O Krishna, in this form, you are lelihyase grasamanah samantat. You are devouring people, all people, in your flaming mouths in all directions. Samantat means all directions. Lelihyase, licking and devouring. Lokan, samagran. Vadanaihi jvaladbhihi, by your blazing mouth. And jagat samagram bhasaha tava ugraha pratapanti. The entire universe, jagat, it is pratapanti, it is scorching tava ugraha with your terrible heat, terrible, immeasurable rays. आख्याहि मे को भवानुग्ररूपो नमोऽस्तु ते देववर प्रसीद विज्ञातुमिच्छामि भवन्तमाद्यं न हि प्रजानामि तव प्रवृत्तिम्. And now Arjuna, having expressed his wonder in describing Krishna's universal form in so many ways, now he is completely bewildered and fearful, and he is asking, Akhyahi me, please tell me, please explain to me, Kaha Bhavan, who are you? Ugra Rupaha, what is this fierce form? Namostute Deva, I offer my respectful obeisances to you. Devavara, you are not Deva, you are Devavara. You are the great among all the Devas. Again, proving that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prasida, become pleased with me. Vignatum I desire to understand you completely today. Bhavantam Adyam. Because nahi prajanami, na prajanami tava pravrittim. Your pravritti, your duty, your desire, what you have come for, your mission, nahi prajanami. I am not able to understand it. And after Arjuna's question, Krishna is answering, 32nd verse. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalosmi lokakshayakrit pravruddho lokan samahartumiha pravruttaha ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve yevasthita pratyanikeshu yodhaha. Now Krishna is answering, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, O Arjuna, I am Kalaha Asmi. I am the time, Kala. And what does Kala do? In the form of time, what I am going to do? Lokakshayakrit, destroy the worlds. Lokakshayakrit pravruddhaha, that is my engagement. Lokan samahartum, to destroy all the people, iha pravruttaha, to engage, that is my duty, or that is the time factor. And rite api tvam, except you, with the exception of you, the Pandavas, sarve ye avasthitaha pratyanikeshu yodaha, all the people, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. So this is Krishna's immediate answer on Arjuna's question. Who are you? How do I understand your mission? What is this fierce form? And Krishna is answering, I am the time factor. Now this verse was also used by Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is the one who discovered the nuclear bomb. So when the nuclear bomb was used on Japan, by the US during the World War II. And he invoked this verse, Kalosmi Lokakshaya Krit. This is going to destroy the world. So Krishna is saying, I am the time factor. So Prabhupada mentions in the purport, it is written in the Vedas that the supreme truth destroys everything, even Brahma. Yasya brahme cha kshatram cha ubhe bhavata odanaha mrutyur yasyopache sechanam ka ittha vedayatra saha. Eventually, all the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and everyone else are devoured by the Supreme. This is the all devouring time. So, by showing this, Krishna also wanted to tell Arjuna, hey Arjuna, you are saying you are not in favor of the fight, and you thought it is better not to fight, and there would be no frustration, and I can save my people. But in reply, the Lord, by showing his universal form and what is going to happen, he's telling Arjuna, even if he did not fight, every one of them would be destroyed because that is his plan. Arjuna foolishly was thinking if he stopped fighting, he can stop death. But they would die in another way because death cannot be checked, especially if it is ordained by Kala. So, Mare Krishna Rakhe Krishna Mare ke, it is said. If Krishna decides to kill someone, Mare Krishna Rakhe ke, how can that person be protected? And Rakhe Krishna Mare ke, if Krishna decides to protect somebody, Mare ke, who can kill that person? So this is the Lord's ordainment. Nobody can go against it. We have to just go in line with it, dovetail our activity, and be an instrument in the Lord's mission. The Lord is also called Satya Sankalpa. Satya Sankalpa means whatever he sankalpa, whatever he wishes, desires, intentions, intents, that will happen. In the beginning, let there be creation. Sa aikshata, sa asrujata. These are the Vedic aphorisms. The Lord saw, and then there was creation. Just by his desire, things become manifest. And that is the difference between the Lord and us. For us, we have to not only desire, but we have to do so many things in order to accomplish a small thing. But just by Lord's desire, everything will fall in place. The whole nature, the nature's duty is to execute the law of the Lord. Mayadhyakshena prakritihi suyate sacharacharam hetunanena kaunteya jagadviparivartate. Nature will align itself to execute the mission of the Lord. If someone cooperates or not, it will happen. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he predicted, Prithvi te ache yata nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe moranam. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared 500 years ago, that is considered the golden age of Kali Yuga. So we are in the golden age, and it will continue for another 9,500 years. And during this time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement will be spread. Prithvi te ache yata nagaradi gram, in every town and village. And we have seen that it started already. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, People thought, how can it be spread everywhere in the world? Maybe he meant Bengal, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Bengal and he said this during his Bengal pastimes. But later, our acharyas, starting with Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he desired to fulfill. If the Lord has willed, the Lord has intended, then it is going to happen. And the Lord is looking for a good instrument so that that instrument will get the name and fame. Otherwise, the Lord can do it. But He is looking for the opportunity to engage a willful devotee, a willful living entity, both good for the living entity and good for others. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur started in late 1800s. And that mission was taken up by his son, the great Acharya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who tried to expand the mission throughout India and even had endeavored to expand to the West. But the real expansion to the West and around the world happened with our Acharya Srila Prabhupada to fulfill the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to serve the words of his spiritual master. That is the conviction he had. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had said, then it will happen. I will go, I will cross the ocean. Even though for a sannyasi, crossing the ocean is not recommended. Mixing with the mlechas and yavanas, living in uncultured, unclean, un, uh, unvedic, non-Vedic atmosphere is not recommended for a sannyasi. But still to fulfill the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada traveled around the world. And we see that it is happening. And it will continue to grow in this golden age until every town and village, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name, Krishna's name will be chanted. So the Lord's desire will be executed. And the spiritual master conveys the Lord's mission. And as long as we are engaged in serving the mission of the spiritual master, the bona fide spiritual master, then we are following the footsteps of Arjuna. Because the Lord has already decided what will happen. We just take a humble part, purify ourselves, and the Lord gives us credit for it. So on this Mare Krishna Rakhe Ke, like Krishna is showing, I'm going to kill these people, nobody can protect. And the other way is also true. Krishna decides to protect, nobody can kill. So there was a CCTV that recorded this one guy. He was walking and he was hit by a thunderbolt. And he fell down, but he got up and he started to walk miraculously. And again he was hit by the thunderbolt within a matter of few seconds. And miraculously again he got up and he walked away. He did not die. Twice. So one who is protected by God, nothing can kill him. Like Arjuna, you see how Krishna protected him in so many ways. In the battle of Kurukshetra, Krishna himself broke his promise to save Arjuna. He took the wheel of the chariot to fight with Bhishma when he promised that he would not hold any weapon and fight. He said, to hell with my promise. I'm going to protect my devotee from Bhishma's wrath. So that is Krishna's compassion on his devotees and Krishna's protection of his devotees. Even in Dwaraka, when Arjuna promised, this Brahmana came complaining to the king that what kind of kingdom you have? My children are getting devoured. My children are being born, but they are dying immediately. That means there must be something wrong in your rule. It is not the law of nature that a child dies untimely. That means something is your adharmic happening in this kingdom. And then it happened for a few times. And then when Arjuna was there in Dwaraka, and this Brahmana came again and he started to insult like this. And then Arjuna said, these people may be incapable, but I am capable. I'm going to come and protect next time your son is born. And if I'm not able to protect, I'll give up my life. This is my pratigna. This is my vow. And Krishna was very concerned. And the next time the child was born, Arjuna was there. He was there protecting everything with his arrows, built the secure environment with his arrows. But still, the child was gone. And then Arjuna was so morose, so lamenting that he failed and he was contemplating on giving up his life. But Krishna protected him. No, no, no. How can you do that? Let's go find that child, find those children where they are disappearing. And they went everywhere around the world. They couldn't find. And Krishna even crossed the layers of the universe, the universal coverings. There are 7 coverings of the universe, thick coverings made of this Mahabhuta, earth, water, air, fire, ether, like that. And they crossed and went outside the universe where there is Karana Jala. And on the Karana Jala, the Karana ocean, there is Karanodakashaya Vishnu lying on the snake bed. And they went inside that planet. And then they saw Lord Mahavishnu. And then Mahavishnu became very pleased. And he gave those children because he was stealing them. Who could stop that? And he wanted to see Krishna and Arjuna. He knew that they will come. Krishna will bring Arjuna, looking for them everywhere. So even Mahavishnu wanted to take darshan of Krishna and his pure devotee Arjuna. So you see how Krishna went to that extent to protect Arjuna. Because Arjuna was very special and Krishna had specific things to be accomplished by Arjuna. He was training him from the very beginning. So one might say, then why Krishna did not protect Abhimanyu in the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Abhimanyu, he was killed so mercilessly, so unjustly, so horribly by all these Kauravas. See, what we need to understand is when we think of protection, we think of only bodily protection or protection in terms of what I conceive it. But it is the prerogative of Krishna how he wants his devotees, how he will protect his devotees. Firstly, the protection means Krishna will protect their spirit without falling down at all circumstances. Krishna will not let the devotees fall down to material consciousness. And Krishna, he engages his devotees to enact in different roles and pastimes. That's the role of Abhimanyu in that pastime. The role of Abhimanyu was to die in that way so that the others who contributed to it, their papa becomes fructified and their death becomes accelerated. So Krishna wanted Abhimanyu to play that role. So as long as you are playing the role as ordained by Krishna, that is Krishna's protection. You may apparently die, but Krishna is going to take you back home, back to Godhead. He's not going to let you rot in this world. If somebody who dies for Krishna, then they go back to Godhead. So we try to think in our own way, protect my body. But if the body is diseased, what is the use of protecting the body? If there is going to be so much of suffering left in this world, in this body, why should Krishna protect this body? So that's the point. It's not what in our own humble way. Of course, we still pray to the Lord. If you so desire, please protect me. If you so desire, we cannot impose our desire on the Lord. Like you see, Prahlad Maharaj, he was he was not praying, Krishna, please protect me from my father. He was just closing his eyes and, Lord, whatever you wish. He didn't even feel the pangs or anxiety that he was going to be killed. And see how Krishna protected him from everything. Because Krishna wanted to accomplish so many things. He had so much of role to play in setting an example as a devotee in the future, how he would rule as well. So Krishna had a lot of plans for him. So Krishna decided to protect him. But Abhimanyu's case, the chapter ended. Krishna wanted him to play another role in another place somewhere. Krishna took him. Prabhupada, in one lecture, he was talking about Ravana. Ravana, in the end, when Rama was about to kill him, Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. And he was praying fervently. And Parvati Devi was next to Lord Shiva and she was asking, oh, you're not going? Your devotee is praying like this? And Lord Shiva replied to her, my dear Parvati, what shall I do? I cannot give him protection. That's not possible. Because that is Lord, the Supreme Lord Himself deciding to kill him. How can I go against that? So that is the position. If God wants to kill you, no one can give protection. But if God wants to give protection, no one can kill. Rakhe Krishna mare Krishna rakhe ke. So Kunti Devi, when Krishna came to Hastinapura, she was remembering how one after the other, how Krishna continued to save them in so many ways. Bhima was tried to be killed. They were trying to burn in that luck house, and Draupadi was disrobed, and the kingdom was taken away. And even in the forest, several attempts were made. In so many ways, they tried to annihilate them. But Krishna, you are so kind upon us. You saved us in so many big, big, dangerous positions. Vishan Mahagnehe Purushada Darshanat Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Krichratah Mrudhe Mrudheneka Maharadhastrato Draunyastratascha Hare Bhirakshitah. Even in the battle of Kurukshetra, Mrudhe Mrudhe Aneka Maharadhastrato. There are so many Maharadhas. They are like Timingala fish who can swallow even a big whale. They were fighting against us, but still you protected. Even Parikshit Maharaj, the progeny of Abhimanyu and Uttara, you protected. Even though Drauniastra, this Ashwadhama, he released this Brahmastra that was about to kill, destroy the only descendant left. But Krishna protected. And he survived Parikshit Maharaj. Krishna entered the womb and he stopped. He absorbed that heat. And Parikshit Maharaj was looking in the womb as the baby in the womb. Somebody was there. Krishna came inside and protected him. And as he came out, when he was delivered, he was continuously looking, where is that personality who protected me? Where is that personality? Wherever he looked, he was examining. That is why he was named Parikshit. He was doing pariksha. So one devotee was saying, this was probably in 80s. So in Italy, he was going by different places to distribute Bhagavad Gitas. So he was about to enter a big office building. And then a security guard stopped him. It was a female. She was young. And she stopped him and said, "Where are you going? Who are you?" And she was determined not to let them enter. So he said, "Oh, I'm such and such. My name is this. This is our mission. We want to give books so people can transform their lives. This is about Krishna consciousness." And then her demeanor changed. She changed positively. And then she asked, "Do you need any security guard for your community? I'm tired of working for these people. I want to come and work there." And then the devotee said, we don't have security guards because he quoted this proverb. There is an ancient proverb, Rakhe Krishna Mare Krishna Rakhe ke. If Krishna decides to protect a person, who can kill him? And if Krishna desires to kill someone, who can protect him? And then she smiled, and then uh, she became serious again. And she said, "Oh, you cannot go if you don't show me these books you're carrying." And then he showed her all the books. And amazingly, she bought all the different types of books that he had. And she expressed the desire to go visit the temple sometime. And then she did allow him to go inside, um, and meet the director. And eventually, they gave him permission to distribute in all the offices. And then when he came back, she even bought the Japamala and so on and so forth. And she learned how to chant. So it's one wonderful story how when you are engaged in the Lord service, Krishna will find mysterious ways to allow you to serve the Lord in so many wonderful ways. I'll stop here. Anyone has any questions or comments? Bhagavad Gita as it is, ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare